there was a meme like this auto driver had a play card on the back of his auto. It's like scan this QR code and learn Kannada. Things which should have a moral implication don't have a moral implication. Comedy shows which are about dark humor have a moral implication.
They remove the entire concept of consent. That is a bigger joke. But now it's all about getting a handstand, getting a forearm stand, and that's not the main aim of yoga. I tried speaking Spanish at one point from Udemy.
Oh, I did as well from YouTube. Feminism, I believe, was always a movement of empowering women, right? Yeah.
But then some of them went one step ahead and they said that we hate men. And the entire Sabrimala case had happened. So people got so offended. They're like, oh, how can you ban women from going here and there?
And people are throwing shit in the river. Yeah, God is not here. And they're back. Eastern philosophy was always about what's inside.
Now also I do that, but I really worship the moon. And that's why now if you see there are so many problems like PCOS. For you.
Yeah. And this is sort of addictive.
I know. It's called Palo Santo. I think it originated in South America.
It's imported, it's not locally sourced.
Yeah.
It's no only, yes only. It's like a very Bangalore thing to say, right?
I said that right now.
I mean, it happens. It just happens involuntarily. उसके बाद पता चलता है अच्छा बोला था ऐसा कुछ. I have this zeal for learning languages, but I चली जाती है starting में.
I am so bad at learning languages.
Same.
I tried speaking Spanish at one point from Udemy.
Oh, I did as well from YouTube.
At least you didn't pay. Kannada, I feel like Kannada I should learn because I want to stay in Mysore for a while.
Saw this all over news, there's this sort of Kannada sort of insurgence in Bangalore right now. There was a meme like this auto driver had a play card on the back of his auto. It's like scan this QR code and learn Kannada. Like wow.
One auto driver, he's made like a placard and उसने लगाया कि this is how you say it in English, this is how you say it in Kannada, and like normal conversational conversation.
I think the most Kannada I can speak on a stretch is probably that metro announcement.
You know the entire metro announcement?
नहीं, entire तो नहीं, but Mundina Nildana Sulpa. But I know Mundina Nildana Sulpa is like the upcoming station is.
I come across such crazy auto drivers. Like they know I'm struggling with speaking Kannada, but they'll keep on going. So मैं भी उनको कुछ भी बता देती हूँ कि I'm married, I'm going to my husband's house, I was in the US for 10 years. In my broken Kannada, I just say random things to people.
That's a very prominent acting exercise where you just sort of role play. It's there in that movie Tamasha as well.
And I think it's a very, very good way to detach from whatever idea you have of yourself. And it's nice to live those different lives just for those 10-15.
You get that a lot that you're not from India.
Yeah, I mean within India also people say that I'm from all different places. They're like, oh, you look Mallu. Earlier when I had long hair as a kid, everyone thought I was Punjabi. In Rishikesh, like last time when I was here, this guy came and he's like, hey, are you from Israel?
So what's your immediate response? नहीं यार मैं तो महसूस हूँ.
No, I just asked them what made them think. Right now I'd gone for a fest. 80-85% of the people who were there, they were all Mallus. Even the organizers were Mallus. So people would just walk up to me and speak in Malayalam and be like, okay. I didn't understand anything that you just said.
What's your idea of divine?
Earlier, my dad was an atheist. My mom just had one Sai Baba ka murti.
Shirdi Sai Baba.
TV serial wale.
Shirdi Sai Baba.
He's a pilot, very science and logic kind of a guy. So earlier he didn't believe in all of this. So honestly, religious practices in my house are close to zero. So right now it is very hard for me to relate to any gods or goddess. A divine power, in my head it's something way beyond us and it does not have any shape or form. But it's just a form of energy that's constantly moving around, changing things here also.
So you believe in divine justice, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's a cycle. It's a cycle of birth and rebirth and death that
You
we.
don't believe in this thought process that maybe these are just tools to, like, control humans, keep them in check.
And now, if you look at the organized religion, it's
Yeah.
all about like shutting you down.
Don't you think divine justice is also like a part of it? Like this fear mongering.
So it depends on what kind of philosophy you want to believe in. So I don't believe that there is heaven and hell. I feel like I'm more aligned to the concept of rebirth and getting opportunities to do well for ourselves and the world around us.
Yeah, I just believe that, life is, like, I personally believe life is really random.
See, life is very messed up. You can't stop any of that. So when it's already so messed up, make a joke out of it.
I know this might, if I put this up, like, I just wanted to say, like, Indians are very bad at taking the jokes,
For
but that's not true.
Oh, this one was crazy, dude. Like I still can't believe that all of
I'm a hostel guy, like that too boys' school. You can't even imagine the
I'm
amount of
sure,
shit
dude.
I've
I'm
heard from
sure.
people.
I've been
It's
like a lot.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Things which should have a moral implication don't have a moral implication in comedy
No
shows which are about
way.
dark humor have a moral implication.
Yeah, look at all the other problems in India: murders, rape. Nothing is being done over there. They are making the same murderers and rapists MLAs. But
Yeah.
this,
The crazy news just days before, like, woman died who was like 15, 16 years old. This
yeah,
guy
from
like inserted his
harassment. Yeah.
hands,
Oh my
like,
God, it's insane. I'm like,
and
इसका कुछ नहीं हो
the
रहा
court
है.
said like fine because it's like marital. I was like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think the some recent case happened, and the court says that if you're married, then consent is not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
Marriage
they
is equal to
remove,
consent, basically.
dude. Yeah, what the hell? They remove the entire concept of consent. That is a bigger joke than what Ranveer said.
You've seen the Family Guy.
Yeah.
If that show is in India, it will be crazy. People will
Gone,
go. People
dude,
will be like, "What
gone.
the hell?"
That show's crazy.
There was this clip once of like Family Guy, some sort of a reel or a meme. These people just land in India. Yeah, we're looking for God. With this play card in their hands, and they just come by a river, and people are throwing shit in the river. Yeah, God is not here. And they're back. Could be offensive to a lot of people, but yeah.
Yeah, we're also living in an age where everybody or most of the people get offended about the most random things without understanding the root. Because now nobody is explaining why things are being done. So people are getting so offended. Like why can't a woman go to the temple?
Yeah.
And this entire Sabrimala case had happened. So people got so offended. They're like, oh, how can you ban women from going here and there? And I was also like, I've been that person. I've been offended about all of this. But I had to take a step back and understand why I'm getting offended. And then with all of this, I started reading texts. I started getting into the history of it. So it does have a reasoning. And if you understand what the reason is, it's very, very logical, very, very straight up. But there's nobody to tell these people, this is why it's happening.
Feminism, I believe, was always a movement of empowering women, right? It was not about devaluing others
Yeah,
to gain
for
empowerment. It
sure.
was just
Yeah,
empowering like women.
yeah.
I don't know. It's sort of lost.
It was definitely for the empowerment of women and just saying that, hey, men and women are equal.
Yeah.
But then some of them went one step ahead and they said that we hate men.
Like that girl was like really nice in that show. जिसके ऊपर इतने सारे jokes हुए. I don't remember the rebel kid.
Yeah, Apurva?
Yeah.
Apurva.
I mean, she was so apt for like giving it back to
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah.
Like great man. So is yoga like something which is quite prominent in Mysuru as well?
Yeah. Mysore, Rishikesh, to some extent even Goa, now they're considered the yoga capitals of the world. Like if you come to Mysore, it's known for Ashtanga Yoga. Here you might find more of Hatha Yoga. Yeah. In Ashtanga Yoga, you have different series. So you have primary, intermediate, advanced. I think there are some 7 different series. Cracking primary itself takes a lot of years. So it's literally doing the same thing again and again for whatever 6-7 days a week. So it's like an entire process, but now for some reason people have stopped going deeper.
Okay.
That's why we start with our physical body. And once you keep practicing consistently, I feel like people automatically understand what is changing within them. But now it's all about getting a handstand, getting a forearm
Yeah.
stand. And that's not the main aim of yoga. It's not like the more advanced postures you can do, the better yogi or a yoga practitioner you are. It's honestly the toughest part, apart from these difficult postures, in is to stay in stillness without being bothered by everyone. You have to talk about the yoga philosophy. Now, everyone does not have the knack to teach it so well because the philosophy is a bit tricky, and also philosophy jhanne se you can't get money.
Yoga philosophy is something which stems from Eastern philosophy as well. So Western philosophy was always about just spreading out, like outer world, like because they didn't have the resources. Eastern philosophy was always about what's inside retreats. Even our temples were always like sites of pilgrimages,
Yeah.
whereas like Western societies had their churches in the middle of the cities.
Like you keep hearing about people doing it, कि Babas they're in the mountains and they've been meditating. Yeah, वो तो बहुत दूर की बात है, but just this only, just seeing them on the ghats itself is like a reminder that these practices are going on.
So like
It's so magical.
Rishikesh is the most divine place you've been to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm meant to be in this place, and that could lead to 1,000 different options or possibilities. So with that help, with that knowledge, I'm able to make better decisions for myself. Now also I do that, but I really worship the moon. So moon is a very feminine aspect and the sun is a very masculine aspect. It's setting and rising at the same time every day. But the moon keeps changing. Women being like the source of creation. There's so much going on within throughout those 28 days, and a lot of women are not aware of it, and that's why now if you see there are so many problems like PCOS, PCOD. Every like 3 in 5 women have that, and nobody knows how to solve it. They call it like lifestyle issues, lifestyle problems or changes or whatever. So I was also in that boat, and I would get my periods would come like once in 3-4 months sometimes. I just felt this very deep connection to the moon, and ever since then, my periods automatically kind of they didn't become normal, but that shift definitely started. Even like tarot, when I'm laying down the cards, I am praying to whichever higher power there is. And it's so magical when you are feeling all of this and then the same cards come out and they say the same exact thing. I find so much comfort in that idea that this is where I'm meant to be. This is what I'm meant to do.